it took a while before I learned that trick. That made a huge difference.
Good morning. Welcome to day 17. We have a little bit of a catch up to do for Advent calendars since we had a little bit of time in Lake Geneva. It was so nice. It was really good to have a little getaway. The weather was, maybe not the most cooperative, but what are you going to do this time of year? We still had a lovely time up there. And let's see, today we've got 2 from Dr. Barbara Sturm and 2 from Netta Porter to get caught up on. So let's get going. All right, so we have a little box for day 16. These are usually my favorite size boxes from this calendar. Oh, we have an interesting shape. Balancing toner. Oh, I've not tried the toner, although that's the point of these. I haven't tried very many products from this line, so that's why the Advent calendar was nice. Balancing toner, okay. Yeah, I'll have to dig up the card from this to see. But still, that's nice. I do like using an essence or the Power Peptide spray, but still, it'll be good to have this to give that a try. So now 17 is a tall one. Oh, they're trying to trick me. So we have the anti-pollution drops. So that'll be nice, especially for any days going down into the city, or if I'm, leaving house, that'll be nice. Anti-pollution drops. And now, yeah, I'll have to dig up a little more information on this. I've not tried these either, so that'll be fun. I know usually the idea is it kind of seals your face to prevent, different potential irritants in the air from getting to your skin and causing some redness or other issues. So this will be nice. We'll see how it goes. All right, so we need to catch up on 16. Here we go. Ooh, it's in a little pouch. Oh my goodness. Interesting shape. Oh, we have an eyelash curler. That's why I felt so weird in the bag. Okay, I was looking for a name. Oh, it's from Surat. I have not tried any of their stuff, but I keep hearing good things about them. Cool, I don't usually use these. They kind of freak me out a little bit. But I mean, it's probably something to give a try to. We have New Year's Eve coming up, so maybe we'll have some curled eyelashes for New Year's Eve. So that's fun, that's nice, because I mean, a lot of beauty tools people already have. Like I had a pair of those tweezers, but to have a nice sharp pair of tweezers is still nice. So at least this calendar is giving you nice beauty tools. And I do happen to, maybe not need, but I don't have one. So now I have one to play around with. All right, 17, similar size drawer. Ooh. We're sort of doubling up on some things. We have the anti-aging body cream from Dr. Barbara Sturm. I didn't actually try the other body cream yet. I know I was super excited to get that in the other, in this calendar a few days ago. But now I have a nice amount of it, so this will be great. I'll have to bring some of this with me on the next trip out of the state. Awesome, well I'm super excited to have extra of this. Grapeseed oil. Yeah, I think I remember looking at this last time and being pretty excited about some of the ingredients. Well, that's nice. What a great haul. All right, well, let me get ready and I will meet you guys a little later. See you soon.
And we're back in the studio. I thought it would be nice today to go over some of the ways in which I care for my luscious curls, at least in my own mind. But it's, it's a question people wonder. They're like, oh wow, how do you take care of them? And it can be confusing for people without curly hair. And if you have curly hair and you didn't really grow up around other people who had it, it could be challenging. It was very difficult for me. I didn't really know anyone else who had curly hair, so it took a long time to figure it out. But I feel like I have a pretty good system, it looks pretty good. I've got some nice curls. I've also learned to just be patient with it. You kind of have to let the hair do what it wants to do. If I try to make it do something it doesn't want to do, then, you know, we're gonna have frizz, we're gonna have maybe a bit of a situation, but usually it works out okay. So these are some of the ways I care for it in terms of washing it and then styling it as well. So we'll start off with one of the first things that you'll do in a shower is use a scrub. So once in a while, not terribly often because I do only wash my hair twice a week since it's curly, you know, it's fairly normal. It is really dry, so I try not to wash it too much. I like to use, right now, the Drybar, the On the Rocks charcoal scrub. This is a sugar scrub. So this is one of my favorites. I'm a little worried it's being discontinued because on Drybar's website it was half price. It's all sold out now. I missed the boat on that, so I could have like stocked up just in case, at least gotten 1 or 2 more. So I did try a different scrub. I thought I would give the Christophe Robin scrub a try. This one's very popular. This is a salt scrub. I noticed with this one, I gave it a go. It's really big salt crystals, so trying to get them actually against your scalp is very challenging. I really didn't end up liking this at all. Is there anyone out there who loves this? Maybe I missed something, did something wrong. But also, when I went to rinse it out of my hair, there were these like giant chunks of salt on the shower floor, which didn't feel that great to step on. So those were not my favorite. I really like the sugar scrub from Drybar. So this one's been nice. Usually use it maybe once or twice a month just to get in there and really kind of scrub out any extra. It's just, if it feels like, you know, we need a little extra help up there, then I'll go with the scrub, but I don't normally use one on an everyday, or not every day, every week basis. Goodness, if you scrub your head every day, your poor scalp. So I also use a co-wash. So it's like a cleansing conditioner. One of my favorites is from Drybar as well. This is Double Standard. This one's really nice if I don't feel like I need to totally shampoo my hair, like if I don't have a lot of gel in it, I don't feel like there's a lot of buildup. Again, with the hair being so dry, you don't want to wash it all the time because then you're stripping away what little natural oils you have. So the co-wash comes in really handy. This is one of my favorites. I used to really like Smoke and Mirrors, but that one got discontinued. It's like all my favorite curl products get discontinued. Is it just me? Is it anyone else with curly hair? I feel like because we're a smaller market, the items don't necessarily fly off the shelves. So some companies don't have as much patience with curly hair products as they will for other products. But yeah, we should have like a little memorial for like our favorite curl products that are long gone. Let me know if any of that have been discontinued and broken your heart. Next, we have what I like to use for shampoo. I've been using the Living Proof line. They have a new and improved formula. So I just finished up my liquid glass from Drybar. I've really been into their products lately, but the one, yeah, some of them have been kind of closing, so I'm sorry if you ladies have any in your area that are no longer there. But for shampoo, I do like the Living Proof. They don't use silicones, and with curly hair, you don't necessarily want it super weighed down. Also, I feel like if you're just putting silicone in your hair, of course it feels better. You know, it goes from feeling like, oh, it feels so dry and crinkly when I put on, you know, Olaplex or some of these other products. It just, oh, it feels like silk. It's so beautiful. Well, of course, you just put a bunch of silicone on it. Of course it feels nice. But the Living Proof doesn't use any of that. And it can be nice to just wash away any buildup. So some hair care products for styling do contain silicone, and I will use those. But in terms of like actually washing and drying, or not drying, but washing and conditioning, I try to avoid it. Just because if it's going to be in that product, and then in my styling product, then you really end up with a lot, and then you're using a scrub more often. And when you have dry hair, that's just not a good recipe. And then here's the matching conditioner for the Living Proof, the No Frizz shampoo and conditioner. I just got these, so the new and improved is interesting to me. We'll see. The old formula was really nice, and after trying, you know, I like to try something different once in a while, just because I know some people are of the mind that switching your products helps if there's buildup or if there's, I don't know how your hair can get used to something, but you know, people do like to switch up products. So once in a while, just to see, is there something new? Is there something better for me? I do like to try different things, but we're returning to the Living Proof and trying out their new and improved formula. All right, so now that I've got the conditioner in my hair, this is the only time I will run the classic wide tooth comb through it. Now, if you have curly hair, you probably know to use the wide tooth comb to, you know, brush out your curls. So I always like to start at the bottom. So I start at the very bottom, work my way up. It took a while before I learned that trick. That made a huge difference in terms of like preventing knots, in terms of like helping prevent split ends. Because when you're combing through, if it gets stuck and you're kind of like tugging on it, you're causing more damage. And yeah, we're trying to avoid that here. We have enough problems with frizz, so the more we can minimize damage, the better. But yeah, we have the conditioner in. We're combing out the hair with our wide tooth comb. We get everything rinsed out. Sometimes that conditioner is not quite enough. We need a nice repairing mask. My absolute favorite is from Briogio, the deep conditioning treatment, or the deep conditioning mask from their Don't Despair repair line. This mask has been an absolute wonder. Once in a while I'll try different masks for my hair, but I always come back to this one. It has the micro-encapsulated argan oil, which will kind of really get in there and help nourish and repair your poor damaged hair. Although if you're going through nicely with your wide tooth comb, you've hopefully damaged it a little less. But you can't help it. I mean, there's things, you sleep, there's styles that you're doing with your hair. It's impossible to avoid damaging it altogether. So we repair what we can. And then in between treatments with the deep conditioning mask, I like to use this leave-in. This is really nice. I do use this almost every time I wash my hair. This is the Farewell Frizz, the conditioning leave-in milk. So this has been really nice, just spritzing it on. I know a lot of people will use like a cream, but I'm just worried it's not getting into like all the layers. So I like to like pull the curls apart, give a little spritz on the inside. I'll try to like break it into different sections just to make sure I get at least a little bit of spray on all of it. I think it's a little easier to use a spray, but that's just personal preference. If you have any nice conditioning creams that you love, please let me know. I mean, if it's good enough, I can always be swayed. And there are always the ends. It's easy enough to put like conditioning cream on just the ends and know that you've gotten them. But yeah, for anything up a little higher, I do like to use a spray. And then after my leave-in conditioner, this is what I will use on an everyday basis. This is the Ouai Advanced Climate Control Heat and Humidity Gel. So the anti-humidity gel is what I'll use every day, and then on special occasions or once in a while if I just feel like I want a little extra shine, I will use the sparkling soda from Drybar. This has been really nice. It's one of my favorite things for shine. It smells amazing. It makes your hair really look like a little extra glossy, a little more fancy. If they're ever doing a blowout, if I do go to a Drybar, which maybe 2 or 3 times a year, I'll go and get it like switched up and straightened, it's kind of fun. That's one of the advantages of being a curly girl, is you can get a blowout, switch it all up and look and feel like a different person for a few days. It's kind of fun. But the sparkling soda, when they take the sparkling soda and like spray it on the brush while they're doing the blowout, I've had like the best results. So I always try to ask for that if I'm in there. And one of the challenges with curly hair is you're not washing it all the time. So the curls can get a little just kind of weird over a few days. They get a little more separated, they get a little more frizzy. They don't look quite as fresh or as good as they did on day one. So a nice curl refresher spray is always good to have on hand. So if I really need to make the hair look nice and I want to smell delightful, this is Kerastase, a French brand. I've found almost every French brand has just the most lovely scents to them. This is their Curl Manifesto line, the refreshing spray for curls. Second Day Curl Refreshing Spray. So it's nice. You can just use water. That's what I always used to use when I was younger. I would just spritz in a little bit of water, smooth it out. But then if you've gone a little too far, it's really hard to only spray a little bit of water, because most of the time when you're buying, spray bottles for water, they're a little aggressive. So you have to be a little judicious about spritzing it in there. So if you have the time, it's pretty easy to just spray a little water in there, let it dry, and it almost looks like you have day one curls. You don't quite, but almost. But it's nice having like a little extra product that has either a scent or something in it. Like this has like a little bit more gel. So if you've slept some of the gel flakes out, and when you use something like this, then you're adding a little extra styling, a little extra hold to it. All right, well, that's how I like to care for my curls on an everyday basis. If you guys have any tips or tricks that you know of or ways that you like to care for your curls, I know everyone has a slightly different type of curl. There's that whole quiz you can take to find out like what style of curl you have. If you're like I'm a 2A or a 4C, I think I was a 3C, but it's been a little while and I've noticed like as I've gotten a little older and a little more gray, the curls have gotten a little looser, so they're not quite as tight as they used to be, so I feel like I need to reevaluate. And it's always good to check in to see like, is this current routine I'm doing still serving me? So yeah, I might take the quiz again. If you do, leave your curl style down below and I'll find out mine. Please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and I'll see you guys tomorrow on the next day of Vlogmas.